And then I'm going to take the next day to make sure I feed appropriately, get enough protein, get enough carbs, get enough fat. And then my body is rebuilding the breakage that I just, created, and then going to build more.
Hi, welcome to the Judy Terrell Show, where I explore topics intended to optimize every body 50, 60, 70, and above.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Your Second 50. And you are now in my second episode in my 6-part series on what is the right sets, reps, and loading for both strength training and for cardio, depending on what result you are looking for in your body. There's a lot of information out about this, like all over the internet, all over the fitness industry, information put out. And what I have found with my clients is that's still very confusing. And depending on what their goals are, they're not sure what to do for their goals. And their understanding of it is, just not clear. So I'm putting this video series together for my over 50 men and women both, because I'm specifically addressing the 50 plus market in my, information, and it's who I specialize in. And I'm 62, so I'm in that category myself. But now we're in the second episode. The first episode I showed what is the right loading, reps, and sets for if you're looking to firm up and tone muscles. This episode, I'm going to talk about what is the right loading, reps, and sets if you are looking to grow muscle, okay? Different protocol. Everyone's always asking, like, what's the right exercise to get a certain result from the body? You can do the same exercise and get different results depending on the sets, the reps, and the load. And that's what I'm trying to clarify in this video series, okay? So now, if you are looking to build muscle fiber, okay, that is called hypertrophy. And that means you're taking the fibers and you want to make them bigger and recruit more growth, like building of more of it, as the result of what you're doing in the gym, okay? So when it comes to muscle building, when you're in the gym, you are not actually building the muscle. Here's the muscle matrix, my diagram of it. When you are using the right sets, reps, and loading for building muscle, what you are doing while you're doing the workout is you're actually microscopically breaking muscle fibers, okay? And then with the right nutrition and recovery over the next 24 to 36 hours, your body then repairs those and then makes more, all right? That is what you are doing on the mechanical level in the fibers when you are trying to grow muscle. So in order for that to happen, you've got to have the right reps, okay? So for this protocol, for this, result in your body, the rep range that the science shows is somewhere between 8 and 12 reps, all right? Somewhere between 8 and 12 reps, you should get to what's called just about failure, okay, as opposed to tingly and burning, all right? And failure for this protocol is going to be where you have about 2 what's called reps in reserve. And what that means is you are using enough load so that by the time you're getting to 8 reps, you might be able to do 2 more, but then you'd have to stop, but you're stopping at 8. You might be able to get 10, and you might be able to get 2 more, maybe 12, but you're stopping at 10, all right? And if you can get 12, you have 2 more. You might be able to get 14. So somewhere in that range, depending on what set you're on, you're going to just about failure with good form, but you probably have 2 reps in reserve that you're not doing, but you're only taking it to that rep set, that rep range. So 8 to 12 is the range. The load, however, has to be enough so that when you are getting to that 8 to 12 reps, you are getting to that point where you only have maybe 2 more, repetitions in you, but you're stopping there because you're doing multiple sets. What you're doing with this protocol is that and by the way, the sets then, you're trying to do somewhere between 3 and 5 sets at this protocol. And what you're doing now is you've got enough load and enough repetitions so that you are actually breaking muscle fiber. In video number 1 in this series, you don't have enough load to break the muscle fiber, and what you're doing is just tightening the fibers you have. But here,
Your Second 50.life is my virtual platform that is designed for both men and women over 50 and 60, 70, and 80. And it includes pre-recorded video information on exercise and how to do it, whether you're fit and in good health, or if you have bad knees, bad shoulders, a bad back, whatever. It includes information on how to eat for weight management and how to eat for health management. It includes information on the psychology of aging and what do we need to do in our heads, because let's face it, this aging thing is not for the faint of heart. So your Second 50 Life is a virtual platform of resources that you can access at your own leisure, but it also includes 2 times a month live video coaching with me so that you can bring your own individual questions and get individual coaching, as well as have access to all the information on the pre-recorded videos. So please check it out, because we're all in this together and we got this.
If your goal is to actually build muscle, make it bigger, okay, as opposed to just toning it and tighten it up and make it tighter, then this is the protocol you have to use. It's 8 to 12 reps at a load that makes you fail with maybe 2 more reps in reserve, but no more. You'd have to like drop the weight at that point. But you're not going to that point. You're only going to the 2 in reserve, all right? And you're doing somewhere between 3 and 5 sets. So I'm going to illustrate it right here. And if you watch the first video, you watched what I did. I was using 50 pounds. Right now I've got 60 pounds, okay, loaded up. And this is going to be the weight that is going to get me to the protocol I just described. And you'll be able to see it, because when I'm training people, I actually can watch and I can tell by the execution whether we're in the right range for what their goals are. So if my goal was to build more chest muscle, because that's what this exercise bench press is targeting, then this is what you're going to see it right now so that you can recreate it in your body when you're doing it. Okay, so here we go. All right, so I've got the bar is 45 pounds, it's an Olympic bar. I've got 10 on each side, so 45, 55, 65, okay? So now, watch the execution, because this is what I'm watching when I'm training people. All right, right from the get-go, right there, if you watch the first video, this is much heavier, and I can see the effort level, okay, working in the body. 3, this is 4, all right, and you can see 5, that I'm actually working. This is enough weight. 6, I'm going all the way down and all the way up. 7, okay, down, this is 8. All right, I probably have like 4 reps in reserve, so I'm gonna go 9, all right, and I'm gonna go 10. Now, you can see the effort level, right? I could probably go to 12 before I'd have to rack it, but I'm not gonna do, because I'm gonna do multiple sets, all right? So you can see that in the body, right? You can see where it's starting to get shaky. You can see where I'm really putting that effort in and I'm getting close to failure, all right? So for me, this is 65 pounds, and 65 pounds with a rep set of 8 to 12, and I'm gonna do 3 to 5 of these sets, is the right load and the right repetitions and the right sets, so that I am actually microscopically breaking the fibers during this workout. And then I'm going to take the next day to make sure I feed appropriately, get enough protein, get enough carbs, get enough fat. And then my body is rebuilding the breakage that I just created, and then going to build more. So this is called hypertrophy. This is called building muscle. A lot of my women who are in 50 plus or in perimenopause, 45 into the 60 range, like this is a really important protocol before your hormones completely change, and then you will like lose muscle mass. It's your best opportunity in your lifespan to really get that muscle, bulk on you before you hit menopause. But don't despair. If you're in menopause, postmenopause, I am, you can still build muscle. I have a lot of women that come in, I'm doing their body composition analysis, and they're under-muscled. So I've got to help them to build muscle, not just tone what they have, for investing in their 80s and 90s. And guys, it's the same thing. Once guys hit 60, testosterone, human growth hormone is going down. So you don't have the menopause thing that hits hard and fast, but you have a progressive thing. And you also need to use this rep set protocol so that you are building muscle, so it's not atrophying as you age. All right, so this is hypertrophy, building muscle. This is episode number 2 with the sets, reps, and the loading that you need to achieve that. My next episode is going to be on what do you need to do for sets, reps, and loading if you're trying to strengthen, not tone and make it tighter, not build, but to take what you have and strengthen it, okay? So stay tuned for that one, everybody. And in the meantime, we got this strength thing and we got this aging thing. Yes, see you in the next video. And if you'd like to have access to some of my additional resources, I can be found at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and on my website, www.judyterrell.com.